The colors of the rainbows are so bright.
So growing up, no one could satisfy my mom with their driving. She knows how to drive and she believes she is the best driver out there. So my mom is visiting me in the UK, so I'm going to be driving her for the first time to see her reaction. Are you ready?
Yes.
Do you trust my driving?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Because you have your license.
Is that it?
Yes, you pass it.
That's all. That's all the assurance you need.
And your confidence.
Okay, let's go. Ideal. So we have an appointment that we are heading to. Just reducing the heating. It's very hot in here, isn't it?
It's okay.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Let's go. Mommy, are you okay? You got your seatbelt on?
Yes.
And then you'll be fine. Oh, the sun is in our faces. How do you find the driving so far in the UK? Like the way people drive compared to America where you've been to?
At first I was...
Okay.
At first I was scared.
Oh, what were you scared of?
Because of the right-hand driving.
I must confess, Mommy, it was difficult for me. Honestly, it was tough getting used to, because in Nigeria we drive on the left. So yes, it's...
When my son was picking me up from the airport.
Which of your sons? Which of my brothers?
Chris.
Okay.
Chris, the woman.
Mm-hmm.
When he was picking me from the airport.
Yeah.
And I saw the way he was driving. At first I missed my road.
You missed your road?
Missed my way.
How?
I was about when he said, "Mommy, enter the car." I entered the driver's seat.
I always did that. And my husband would be laughing. It's just habit, isn't it?
Instead of the passenger seat.
Okay.
He said, "No, Mommy, come this way." I said, "Okay."
Mommy, we have all done it. Trust me.
I've forgotten that it's right-hand driving. So when he started driving, my heart was in my hand.
Your heart was in your mouth.
In my mouth. I was so scared. I kept saying, "It's okay, say Mommy."
Mommy,
relax."
I can remember growing up with you. It's always been like that. You like to sit like in the middle, in the back seat, in the middle, so that you can have full view of what's going on in front.
Yes.
And I can remember my brothers would come home very upset.
Crying.
Every single time they drive my mom, there's always an argument.
Yes.
Like you can never please her with your driving. No matter how. We were so little then. I wasn't driving then, so I don't really have any experience.
Like Mark, whenever he's driving me to Igbo school,
Yeah.
it's always in tears.
Because there's just no one that can please you with your driving, is there? It was always my mom, always like, do this, you've not done this, go slow, too fast, and it can be very distracting, to be honest, Mommy. It can be, you have to be careful when you do that because you can confuse someone.
When again, my first one was pregnant, was in pains. The second one too was pregnant, was in pains, and Mark was taking us to the hospital in the midnight. Oh my God! Finally, I said I have to drive this car. He said, "No, Mommy, don't drive." I said, "I have to drive this car. You people are not driving this thing properly because the two girls are pregnant." And you are running as if you are passing through the town. I said, "Mommy, no. At times they will just stop. So, okay, if you want to come and take over the steering, okay." I said, "Okay, let me take it." Then the rest will say, "No, Mommy, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't take over the steering."
Wow, the car park looks very full.
Are we not supposed to park in the hospital bay?
Oh yeah, we can park here.
sure it's okay?
No.
It's okay?
Right?
One more time.
No, I think it's okay.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah?
The two lines are there. Right?
Yeah. So yes, we've just arrived at our destination. How was it, Mommy? My mom said, "Glory be to God." Mommy, wasn't that bad?
Later.
I do. Is that car coming in? So, Mom, how's been your day and my driving? I want your honest review. I know you're very, very, peculiar about.
Yeah, it's roundabout.
My mom is. My mom.
Surprisingly,
My mom
well.
is so like.
Always educating, always correcting. Surprisingly, you drove very excellently today.
Oh, are you serious? Are you sure?
Like you drive.
When?
You drive well. Obey all the traffic regulations.
Let me tell you guys a little story. There's one time my mom drives a BMW growing up, and then she traveled to America. And you know how teenagers do now. I was like, okay, I'm going to take her car out, and I did without her permission. My mom doesn't like anyone driving her car without her permission. Like she is very serious about it. So I took the car out, and unfortunately I bashed it. I had an accident with the car. Someone hit me at the back, and I was nervous, I was scared. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do? What am I going to do? I went ahead and had the repairs done, but I didn't tell my mom. I fixed the car, everything was ticketable, and then my mom returned from her trip from abroad, and then the first time she got into the car, I don't even know what she was looking for. She was like, what happened to this car? And I was like, what do you mean what happened to the car? My mom knew the car had an accident. My mom knew. I think it was the backlight. What do you call that? So I had to get new ones. So for BMW, you can't just buy one, you have to buy two. And I think I left the other one in the boot, and she saw it, and that gave it away that, something had been fixed in her car. She just knew. My mom is very observative, especially of her belongings, so she knew. She was not happy, of course, but at least nothing happened to me. She was like, what if something happened to you? Who taught you how to drive? She didn't know I could drive then.
Easy.
My mom said easy. Bobby, don't worry, we are home now.
Excellent. I really enjoyed the driving.
Are you sure?
Yes, I enjoyed the driving.
I'm glad.
Unlike back home in Africa, where I'm coming from.
What happened?
Oh my God, they don't obey the traffic lights.
Well, here you do obey traffic, so
everybody wants to put here at the same time, which is not good.
So
You obey the traffic light. You drove like a gentle girl, and everything went smoothly. I really enjoyed the driving, the outing.
baby, we're home. Your
You
daddy is going to be very proud of me parking the car without his assistance. Yes, parking has always been has always been my headache when it comes to driving. I can drive, but when it comes to parking, I would like to have a big space. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the time with us today.
Yeah.
Driving my mom for the first time, and she's giving me a pass mark. So yeah, well, I better get the young man in.
Thumbs up
He's
for you.
crying. Bye.
There's a reason why the colors of the rainbows are so bright.